Bow ties are cool. Fezzes are cool. Boy howdy am I about to piss people off for this one. Okay, so you know how in normal ranking videos, the last one that you find out is the favourite, so it's like that suspense, that's kind of gone. We already know my favourite, and it's David Tennant as the 10th Doctor. But this is a lot of people's favourite. Anyone who... This is a very sensitive sonic screwdriver. It's kind of prematurely going off. I promise that doesn't happen often. Anyone who's a bit younger than I am, Gen Z, so I'm borderline millennial. To me, it's the Eccleston and Tennant era. To a lot of people, this is the Doctor Who era, Matt Smith's Doctor. However, for me, this is only not my favourite, but is actually the Doctor that put me off Doctor Who. I was massively watching every episode during the Tennant era, and I watched the first few seasons back in the day, like first 2 seasons, I think, back in the day, and something didn't feel right. Now, I have to be completely honest, it's not really about the performance. I have some gripes with Matt Smith's portrayal of the Doctor. He definitely falls into the foppish, and I guess that's always been what the Doctor's been, but it's the foppish, sort of quirky, young guy. It's kind of it was very much the era of Super Wholock. This is the Super Wholock Doctor, and therefore is the Tumblr sexy man Doctor of the group, and therefore misses something of the enigmatic qualities, something of the can't quite place it, something of the inhuman. He feels very human, and yet also pretty damn incompetent and stupid. And that's where the Doctor can be foolish, but I don't think the Doctor can be stupid about, human nature, or humanity, or human emotions. That the Doctors who are sort of alien to that miss the point of the Doctor. He's been hanging around the humans. He loves the humans, and yet he doesn't understand that it's a faux pas to, kiss another man's fiancée and pop out of his stag do cake. It's a really... This series, or at least this era, went for comedy a lot of the time, and for me the comedy is where it really falls flat. However, when he does get serious, when Matt Smith does get serious, when the writing allows him to get serious, and when it's not self-congratulating itself and having a sort of self-congratulatory wank over its writing, which is a massive problem with the era, when it's not doing that, there's this middle ground in which the 11th Doctor is really, really good. The ones where he really gets angry at humanity, but only because he wants them to be better and has seen them be better. The one with the star whale, I think, is a big standout of a really good Matt Smith performance. But the writing too convoluted in this era. I know that I'm trying not to take the writing into account too much, but it does have an impact on the way Matt Smith performs the character. Overall, it's a bit of a mixed bag, but the 11th Doctor does get knocked down a few pegs from my subjective opinion, and it is subjective, and I will admit that now. I very much have a hot take in the fact that it's this low, about 7th place currently, because of the fact that it put me off Doctor Who as a child. And that's kind of a sin that I can't forgive it for. Even though looking back, there's a lot of stuff to love. I definitely don't love the will they won't they thing with Amy Pond, given Amy Pond is meant to be with Rory. I'm glad they drop that and make sure Rory and Amy are the relationship that people are rooting for. Unfortunately, that is a lot of the Amy Pond Doctor dynamic. This is the era that we found out about River Song and who she was after the sort of enigmatic dynamic she had with the 10th Doctor. This is where we start uncovering a lot of the flirty relationship between them and also the ultimate destiny. But there's a lot of convoluted crap when it comes to that, and I simply prefer River Song's dynamic with Peter Capaldi's Doctor. I think it's one of the absolute best things about that era. So, unfortunately, this is a very mixed bag, and I can't help but view this Doctor negatively, especially coming off my favourite Doctor. So, 7th place, unfortunately. We all change. When you think about it, we're all different people, all throughout our lives. And that's good, that's okay. You've got to keep moving as long as you remember all the people you used to be. I will not forget one line of this. I swear. I will always remember when the doctor was me.